Good morning, hello and welcome to Winter on the Wild Side. I'm Louise Winstanley, healer and therapeutic leader of Peace and Presence Healing, and this is part 2, Underneath the Leaves. So this morning we're going to be looking at my garden again. We're in the garden, but we're going to be looking at the actual underneath the leaves to see what's happening beneath the ruggedy kind of winter-esque fall of autumn that's been left in my garden, because I don't tend to look after the garden now till spring. I leave it because I love to see that the birds can forage, the wildlife can kind of just adapt to what nature really has, and they can live in the undergrowth and things. So what we're going to do, we're going to explore part of my garden. So when I mow the lawn, when the leaves fall during autumn, I kind of have to gather everything up. I do in winter gather everything up. Good morning, Amanda. Hello, lovely. I want to say as well, if you're not following me, please make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow. I'll be doing a whole week's worth of lives now, around 10:30 every morning, fingers crossed. And I'm going to be showing you winter on its best. At its best. I am in the garden because I'm still kind of in my PJs with my coat and my hat on. So when it's autumn, I gather all the leaves, I brush up as much as I can, and then I create a patch. I don't put everything into the recycle bin. I put it into a pile, because then you're giving more nutrients to the earth as well for the trees and the plants to grow. And I'm going to turn you round and then you can see my tree, because this tree obviously does fall, the leaves do fall off. And if you look down here, we've cut some of the branches off. And I just put everything here. I mean, all up there needs tidying up, you can see. But I just leave it because there's so much that falls off. It's a repetitive job. It's basically a full-time job. So I've got that area there. I'm not going to show you too much about that today, I don't think. Let's see. But this area here I was going to look at. Again, more trees. And I push all the twigs and everything all here when I get time, because it is like a compost station. And what I wanted to do today was to maybe get, let's get this. I'm going to use this as my little prodding stick just to see what we can find underneath. And I might not find anything because I don't really know what's here. I haven't really looked. Sometimes I find birds' eggs. Maybe they've hatched and they've left the eggs. So they're nice. Maybe I should look under the other patch, I'm wondering. I feel like because the big tree, more birds are there actually. So let's go and have a look under there and see. I might not even find anything, but it is nice because there is eggs and things that do pop up. So foraging. Maybe I should get my hands dirty. Okay, so what have we found? We found some feathers, sorry. So that's nice. I do like the feathers that pop up. But it's really good activity to do with children as well. If you've got time to actually get maybe magnifying glasses out, maybe look for some creepy crawlies and things. Camera's just saying rotate. So, but the birds are obviously going to be foraging a lot in this area and on the grass as well for worms. I really think it's something that's kind of a time-consuming, mindful practice. But I just quite like the feathers. I keep saying leaves. The feathers that I'm finding. A lot of pigeons in the trees. I spotted this morning blackbirds, pigeons, robins, blue tits. I don't think the squirrel's been out. So, what's this here? And that's just part of this bit here. I'm not sure what this is there. Whether this is a creepy crawly or not. Let's get this leaf out. This is something. I'm not sure what it is. Getting the leaf. I think it's some sort of creature. My camera's not really in focus, so let's bring it out into the light. It might actually be nothing. No, it is. It's like a little creepy crawly of sort. Let's put it on here. Oh, and let's have a look what it is. I don't actually know. It's kind of like a mini slug snail thing or something. And this is lovely because if I tidied this area up, it probably might not be here. I'm not sure what this is. It is some sort of creature. I'm trying to put the leaf down, then I can get a better. Wow, it's cool. I wonder if I can zoom in. Oh, I can. Does anybody know what this is? I've obviously not got a steady hand. But it is. Oh, I quite like that. It's cute. It's cute. Doesn't seem to be moving. And I will put it back in a little minute. But it's really exciting just to find. I found one little thing there. I'm going to put it back. I wonder if there's actually... I think there's two. It's got a little shell on it, I've decided. Look, it's got a little shell. So it's a snail, isn't it? Is it a baby snail? Ooh, so let's put that back. Because that was happily living here. And that's the first little thing I've found. That's cool. Sometimes I've found caterpillars in other parts of my garden. But you know, it's like, even if you don't have a garden, you could have a window box. Let's turn the camera around. You could have a window box. You could have just like a pot planted thing in your garden, and you can just let things fall into it. And it's like, you can put fresh soil in there or compost. But nature brings things to it, and you'll have different things growing there that are pollinated from other plants. You'll find that little snails crawl in there and things like that, or I don't know, just little bugs and things, and you're thinking, ooh. So yeah, that's the kind of first little bit there we've got of just exploring underneath the leaves. There's so much to be seen and had. So if you have been tidying your garden up, I'm going to say stop. Don't tidy your garden, because wildlife has a place to be underneath, and they've got that safety, haven't they, of all the leaves. It's so interesting to see what you can find. It's a beautiful activity to do with children, and even just like me on my own, doing it on your own is a really fun way to explore. And I've never seen such a small snail. If that's a snail, it looked like a teeny weeny shell on its back. But it's kind of something there, you're kind of feeling some gratitude for finding something that you didn't know existed before. And that's kind of like lit up my heart a little bit today, just to find something there. And so yeah, so like I've got these pots. If you've not got a garden, you can just get a pot or something like that. This was all cleared out last year, and obviously the birds in the trees are all flying over. They come and get the twigs as well for the nests. So if you're tidying up the leaves and twigs and things, then birds don't have anything to make nests with. Look at all these stones. Where do they come from? Who gets stones? And I don't know, there's animals that just, yeah. And the squirrels as well that are popping about. So I'm more likely to find maybe some worms in here or something like that. What's this here? Stones. And yeah, I think it's something to spend hours and hours doing. I'm going to dig up a little bit. These are supposed to be my veggie patches. What's this? There's quite a lot of stones and things here. Yeah, it's just exploring. Get a magnifying glass out. Oh, is this a worm? No, thought we had a worm then. Yeah, there will be. Oh, look, we've got an animal, wild animal here. Hi, you're not in bed anymore? We've got up, haven't we? So yeah, I am going to let you to explore your garden today, see what you can find. Come back, pop in the comments, let me know if you're watching on either Instagram or YouTube as well as Facebook. Let me know what you find. Pop some pictures on. Even if you don't find any wildlife and you just find some stones and things like that. What's this here? I think this is a worm. Yeah, that could be a worm. She says it could not be as well. So, go and explore your garden. Look under the leaves. And if you've been tidying up, stop and leave the leaves to kind of be nature, really. Allow them to be for what animals need them to use them for. And then, yeah, we can tidy up in spring. Because just think, we talked about hibernation yesterday. Animals may be hibernating some parts of your garden as well. And as soon as you tidy up, you're kind of disturbing them out of the natural process. So, Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and put your comments in and let me know what you're finding in your beautiful gardens. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hopefully, I should be live at 10. Let's see. If not, enjoy the replays. Take care. Blessings, Louise.